So how's life going for you, YouTube? It's your boy Ricky and I'm coming at y'all with another video. So this time I'm going to be working out Nike. It's actually a place that I've always wanted to work at, or similar. I've wanted to work at Finish Line and Foot Locker and stuff like that. Something around sneakers, name brand sneakers, not no Walmart sneakers. But speaking of Walmart, I will be leaving Walmart. I already put in my resignation and 2-week notice, and I will be coming out with a video of my whole experience working at Walmart. I can't tell y'all the exact day, but I will. So as you know, well, you don't know yet, but I was actually hired at Nike finally. I was so glad when I was hired at Nike. So this video I'm just gonna go over the interview process and the questions. Well, similar. I don't know if I can be that specific because of policy. I don't know. I'm not sure. I never read any of the rules or anything, so I'm not gonna be super specific, but I'm gonna let y'all know what happened. So what I wore, I know I missed out what I wore on my Walmart video. Well, I didn't miss out. It was like in the middle of the video somewhere where it was easily missed. So I'm gonna let y'all know what I wore. So what I wore is I wore an American Eagle polo shirt. It's not an American Eagle polo. American Eagle collared shirt was like, it was like American flag font print, and I wore some chinos. I think, yeah, I wore some light chino pants and some Nike Air Max 2016s. Some red Nike Air Max 2016s. I probably put a photo up so let y'all know a better view of what I wore. So luckily I had a guy inside who already worked at Nike. Look at me, I can't even speak right. Luckily I had a friend who worked at Nike already, so he gave me an idea of what to wear. He told me he wore a button-up shirt with a tie and some jeans. That's what he told me he wore. So and he got the job. He's been there for a good little bit, and so yeah. So I'm gonna go through the whole thing throughout the day kind of way. So when I walked in, I went to the cash register. I was like, hey, I'm here for my interview. Actually, my friend was up there. I was like, oh, what's up, dude? I thought you were gonna be gone and whatever that, all that stuff. I was like, so I thought you were gonna be gone and everything. So what? Then I was like, where do I go for the interview? Who do I talk to? He was like, oh, all you have to do is go sit in the benches, in the middle benches. You know, if you've been to the Nike store, they got those benches in the middle of the store. I had to go sit over there. I had to wait for about 30 minutes. It seemed like 30 minutes. I walked around the store a little bit before the time to interview was, and then it was like 15 minutes after the time to interview, they finally came out. So we were there. There was this older guy and a young female, not too young. She was like 22 maybe, 23, I'm not sure. But it was us three, and I'm just gonna let y'all know what they wore, just to give you an idea. So the older man, he wore an all black Nike long sleeve shirt with some Nike what you call those, sweatpants, and some Nike, what were they, Hyper Dunks, I think. They're like 20, I don't know, Katie. It was either Hyper Dunks or KDs, some old ones, because they look alike kinda, I think, in a way. They look alike in a way, the older types, not the ones today. It was some older types. So that's what he wore. He also had his Nike bag with him. I'm not sure if he was hired or not. And the female, she wore like a skirt dress. I don't want to tell the females wrong, because she wore an all black, yeah, she wore an all black skirt, I think it was. All black skirt, I think. I'm sorry, females, I can't help y'all out that much. She wore that and some slide-ons. Not nothing you wear around the house, but them fancy ones y'all females be having. Those type of slides with the rolls on top and everything that shows your whole foot except the toes. That type. That's what she was wearing. She had some makeup on and she had her hair in a ponytail. But that's how she dressed. I'm just letting y'all know for the females out there who want to know, because I know there's like no help on the internet, on YouTube at least, for your Nike interviews, which was really frustrating. That's why I'm making another video. Same thing happened with Walmart, but Nike, this one was even worse. I couldn't find anything that was helpful to me, at least. I couldn't find anything that was helpful to me. So after all that, the person who called us to come into the interview, she told us to get up. Not meanly, she just asked us to get up, and we were going to walk over to the food court. And she was with another manager that was over hiring, second person over hiring. So we went over to the food court. It was 3 of us, group interview thing. And first thing they told us to do was tell us about themselves. They're like, let me know what school you go to, what your work experience is like, what your hobbies are and stuff like that. So I'm just gonna go over what I said. I'm not gonna tell what the other people said. But what I said is like, okay, so I go to Liberty University. I'm skipping a semester, and I'll be going in the spring, possibly. We'll see. And I really like sports. Oh, did I say that? I don't know if I said that. Yeah, I did say that. Yeah, I did say that. But first I said, and I work at Walmart currently, but I plan on leaving if I get hired here. I've been working at Walmart for 4 months as a sporting goods associate and everything like that. And I've played sports throughout high school. No, that's what I said for. I said the sports thing for another question. I said I like sports. I've played sports all my life. I said something like that. And after that, he was like, something like, you know what, I'm not even going to say the questions in order, okay? I apologize. But it was something like, Nike, why you want to work at Nike? What makes you a good fit? Something like that. So I was like, well, I've been playing sports. I played sports through high school. I ran track. I played soccer. I was a manager for a basketball team. And I was a manager for, like, the football team. Manager for, like, the football team. And I believe Nike, and I want to work at Nike because I know that it's the biggest brand in sports currently. Just side note, Adidas is catching up with them. But anyway, because I know Nike's the biggest Nike's the biggest brand in sports. Then after that was about it. And then he was like, then he went to competency questions. I'm sure y'all know what I'm talking about. One was like, what's your experience of teamwork? Something like that. I was like, well, I've been playing sports my whole life, team sports for my whole life. I played basketball, football, baseball, soccer, track and field. Anything else? Nope, that's about it. I think that's about it that I could come to mind. And it's a question. Crap. Oh, what was teamwork? And I'm a real calm person, all that jazz. And next thing was, what are your characteristics? What type of person are you? So I was like, I'm a chill, relaxed person. I am patient. I'm very patient. It's hard to get me angry. I was super patient, but I'm very patient. It's hard to make me angry. And I said stuff like that. What was the next one? Dang. Was the weakness a question? I don't remember if the weakness one was a question. I don't think the weakness was a question at the one I'm at. Okay, I'm trying to think of the other ones he asked. Oh, one was, name a time you experienced bad customer service and what would you do differently? So I gave him an example of when I went to finish line. I was trying on a few shoes. The associate was getting really annoyed. I was like, associate was getting really annoyed. So if I were in that position, I would just stay patient because you're getting paid to help people. So you shouldn't have a problem helping people get what they want. And I said that. And what was the next question? I can't remember them off the top of my head because this interview was, 4 days ago? It was Wednesday. Today is Sunday. Yeah, it was like 4 days ago, I think. What was the next one? Oh, I got it. So one was, give an example of a time you were responsible for leadership, something like that. So when I was in homeschool, I was in a video making something. I was in some type of video making group that made video for our homeschool group. I was like the chairman because the person that was originally above had other things to do, so I was like co-chairman, I guess. I was chairman, and we made video and everything. They was like, okay, so give an example. How did you realize everybody's strengths? So I was like, I just asked, how'd you realize? I was like, I just asked them who wants to do what and if they're skilled at it. So that's all I did. Crap, my screen went off, sorry. So that's all I did. I was about it. I know I'm not being super specific because it's like just in the back of my head. It's not coming out all right. But I think I covered what I wore. Yeah, I covered what I wore. But yeah, that was about it. By the time the interview was over, he was like, okay, I'll give y'all a call Friday to let y'all know if you're part of the group. So I was actually hinted. So, no, let me slow down. After he said that, we all went about our business, and I went to walk around in the mall a little bit. I was window shopping that time. Then the next day I went because Thursday, I went back to Nike to get some shoes that I saw for $30. So I went in, grabbed the shoes, and I went up to the cash register, and I was actually hinted that I got hired because one of the employees said, "Ain't you about to work here? So why are you buying shoes?" And then the employee that was the price was like, "No, only we know that." So I was like, so in my mind, I'm like, wait a minute, did I get the job? Did I really? And then after I purchased and everything, we had a quick conversation. So after that time, I was pretty confident that I got the job. So after that day was over, the next day after I got off work, I called Nike. Well, Nike called me first, but I was working. So I called Nike. They were to confirm and see if I got the job. And the guy was like, yeah. So I called earlier to talk about the interview we had Wednesday. So I decided to make you a part of the team. So what you have to do is send this link. I'm going to send you this link to your email. So all you have to do is fill out this background check. And you have to meet me in September so-and-so. So that's how I got hired. And so I will be meeting with them in about next week. Because I have not done any in-store training or anything. I'll be meeting with them next week to see what I'm going to be doing. And we discussed the pay rate and everything over the phone. All that was discussed over the phone. So after that, I was excited that I got the job, and I was like, yes. So I went back into Walmart. No, I went to Walmart the next day to tell them I'm quitting. I'm giving you this 2-week notice. I'll be leaving because I'm actually glad to be leaving Walmart. I'm just tired of Walmart. Not that it's a bad thing. It's just I'm tired of it. It's not what I wanted to do. This is something that I wanted to do. So I got the job, and that's about it. Yeah. So I hope you found this video a little bit helpful. At least a little bit, because I know I ain't find anything helpful. So if you found this helpful, leave a like, comment, and I will try to respond within 24 hours. I think I've been doing good at that. I have missed a few comments, but I think I've been doing really well at that. So I'll catch y'all later.